Shalom, this is Amonute Tayac of Piscataway, Sophia Spiritualite, the AmaruKhan Miriyam. And this is going to be an actual real life story, an honest experience that I had personally with YMK tribal services, the tribe of Judah. I never shared this publicly because I didn't want to cause confusion amongst the people, but it appears as if I have been the victim of some kind of spiritual attack by these people, and therefore now it needs to be put out into the ley line. As a new Hebrew Israelite, I was just trying to follow along with what others were doing, and one of the things that it was recommended to me if I was looking for a tribe to join, to look at YMK tribal services, and so I contacted them in an attempt to join the tribe. I submitted my application, and they accepted my application until they saw my website, and then I was rejected because I failed the Big Judah test, because they had seen on my website that I had a video response on YouTube to Big Judah, which the video was about the Magi astrology. And so they have a problem with Big Judah. I don't know if they've ever revealed that publicly, but they actually have a problem with Big Judah. Or they did. I don't know what's going on now. But so because I was involved in what I clearly biblically based with the astrology and the tarot, they said that I was ineligible. And so I have a right to appeal and to defend myself, which I did. So I spoke with a very nice gentleman, and we had a philosophical discussion for about an hour and a half or so, and in which I was able to explain my experiences and why I believe the way that I did and how I felt like it fit into what they were saying on their website. However, he was not the spiritual authority. And so then I began to speak with, I would say like a couple hours later. This was in September of last year. So if you know, if you've been following me, a lot of my heavy spiritual attacks began in September of last year. So then I spoke with a very cold chief, female person who was the spiritual director, leader, what this lady is. And I attempted to again plead my case. And basically, no matter what I said, she had already made up her mind on me personally, because of my video response to Big Judah, because I responded to something Big Judah said, because I watched Big Judah's videos. She had already made up her mind on me. And she said something to me which I want to absolutely repeat here so that people understand the rest of what how I figured out what's been going on. She said to me, "You're doing a lot of very dark spiritual things, and I've been around the spiritual block, and you should be careful out there." Paraphrasing, probably. So I thought nothing of that. I just said, okay, well, I tried my best. She rejected me. No one wanted to hear my case. Whatever. I went on with my life. And so when I got that light language activation, And the girl was like, I've said this several times because this has come up in several different ways. I said, the girl told me, it's not really anybody else that's attacking you. It's really coming from you. And I was like, well, I've been working on myself a lot. I've done a lot of shadow work. How is it that I am still somehow attacking myself? Like, something is not adding up here. And that was a few weeks ago. So ever since then, I've been trying to figure out, well, what is this? Why, if I'm attacking myself, if I'm causing myself this trouble, how is this being done to me? Why am I doing this? What is within me that I haven't dealt with that I need to handle? So, like I mentioned in a previous video, I went to that location in my dream last night, and something had bothered me about the dream that I thought was a nightmare. Something bothered me about that. A bunch of stuff bothered me, but something bothered me. The person who pulled up in the car in the parking lot looking for her daughter, that was really strange. The timing of it, the fact that the event wasn't even close to being over, and you've got this, whoever this is, randomly pulling up into the parking lot looking for their child. It was enough, because in my dream I was focused on what was going on inside, and as long as I was looking at what was going on inside, nothing was happening. And as soon as this person pulls up, I turn my attention off what's going on inside, which gives them the opportunity to fake this MS, in which then I have to turn around and in my dream determine whether this is something that's really happening or not, which means I have to throw into doubt, all of my senses, because my senses are all telling me, oh, something's going on there, you need to get in there. But I didn't rush in because I knew something just didn't, the scene didn't play well. Like using my dad, using the James Avery character, all of this stuff, and the dancing, and the stuff didn't add, it was not adding up. It wasn't adding up. And so I actually spoke with a sister earlier, and we were talking about something related to tribes, because I was talking about how our people really need to find out what tribe that we're a part of. I've been saying that, not like what somebody told you, but if you look up where you're from, where your family is from, 9 times out of 10 you'll find a tribe. It's not really that difficult. When you go looking for it, when you seek, you will find. And so I remembered that I had this conversation with this woman. The sister said to me that was a threat. And I was like, wait, did she threaten me? She said, you better be careful moving around the spirit realm. It's some really dark stuff out there, and I've seen some things. Was that a threat? Did she threaten me? Did she threaten me? Excuse me, did she threaten me? And the sister was like, that was a threat. She said, she's seen some things. She told you. And I was like, so how would this woman have got my information? Well, when you apply to be in this tribe, you give them all your personal information. Your date, your time of birth, your date of birth, your location, who your parents' names, and where they're from, their job, all of this. You give a lot of information. And so if someone wanted to cloak themselves in your energy and go after what you were supposed to get, then they could easily do that because they've got all your information. You don't know what they're doing with that. And that lady literally threatened me. I didn't know it was a threat at the time, because I didn't know that's how people, I didn't know people was really doing spiritual attacks like that. But like I said, over the last few months, really over the last 6 or 7 months, I have been listening to these readings, and I just kept getting more and more confused, because I'm like, I've gone through all the people in my life, thinking about people I've run into, people, all the stuff, and I've healed all of that energy, and kind of let it go and resolved it. Like I said, I've done a lot of shadow work in that regards, and so I couldn't figure out, like, okay, why do these stories keep coming up? What is going on here? And so this is what I think happened. This lady has been cloaking herself in my energy, attacking me in my sleep. Because remember, if y'all remember, I had a dream. What was that, in January or February? And somebody got in trouble for coming in my dream and trying to get me to sign a contract. These are all black women. And somebody got in trouble and went to jail for that. And so Saturn goes direct on the 3rd. And so the time when Saturn went retrograde was about the beginning of March. And that's when things really like spun out of control for me. And so I was just thinking back to that time, and I'm like, yeah, I had that dream about these people trying to get me to sign this contract. That was at that time, around that time. And so in the last few weeks specifically, I have been looking at like what tribe I really came from, trying to get some information about that, thinking about, how I could help people, even if I have to start my own tribe so people don't have to be worried about, trying to find one to join and all the stuff that they do, because it's just a trust. I mean, honestly, it's just a trust. And literally trying to figure out what it is that these people are doing that is keeping us like this. So when the spirit came to me, and revealed this thing to me about Professional Victims Unit number 2, I was just thinking about those people who look like us and who are pretending to be us, that are quote unquote native to this land. But I had not considered that there are other groups of people who do indeed look like us too, who are quote unquote natives to this land, who are harvesting our information, hiding in our energy, and doing all of this magic and this witchcraft to us. Because that woman, and since I don't know her name, she can't, this is no defamation of character. I don't know what that lady's name is, but I do know that woman was doing witchcraft on me. And she got in trouble for it way back in February, and now it's being revealed to me now. And so when I started doing my new moon, full moon ritual candles, if y'all remember, I shared a picture where my candles, they were black. Now, this last set was also black. Is this the last set? Okay. The last set was also black. I'm trying to show the part where it doesn't have my writing on it. This last set was also black. Not all the way to the bottom, so the evil was overcome. But look how much evil. Look how much evil. These people are still in my energy. So, at the same time I burned these candles, and this is the one for AmaruKhan, and as you can see, America, AmaruKhan, it's not as much, but the one for me personally, oh, these people is all in my energy. See, look how much black that is compared to this one even. This one's lighter. This one's super dark. So, I also had burned this candle, which I can show y'all this part. You can't really see anyway. This is the candle I burned for Saint Philomena. And I burned that with the other two. And so what I think happened is whatever cord they had attached to me, Saint Philomena, since this candle burned complete. Now these candles is all beside each other. These are not like all in different places. These are literally beside each other. And since this one burned clear, this tells me Saint Philomena is taking care of it. Or it's been taken care of, and now it's been revealed to me what is going on, because I still couldn't figure out who was in my energy, especially when like old stuff started getting thrown into my like face. Like I was talking about earlier, all these old dudes and this old energy, and I'm like, I'm number one, I'm not even that person. I'm not even in that energy. I don't understand what's going on and why this stuff keeps coming up, because I should be moving forward. And even I literally feel I should be moving forward. Like I'm still sitting in the same kind of energy. And I know that I'm not physically in that same kind of energy. So I wanted to make this video because there are a lot of people who are members of that YMK Tribal Services group. And you all probably don't know that they do not approve of the mother. Really, they rejected the mother. That was one of the biggest problems. And I was like, but my name is Sophia. Like, don't y'all know about anthroposophy? They didn't even know what I was talking about. They never even heard of the study of the mother. They didn't know anything about that. They totally hate Big Judah. And a lot of you all like watch Big Judah. And so like y'all need to be aware of, and they have your information. So one thing I couldn't figure out, and this is kind of like as an aside, you know, I've been working on like a lot of stuff as far as like fixing my you know, my status and all of that. And I've been working on this project with another sister, and a lot of her stuff was going through, but my stuff wasn't going through. And I was like, well, why isn't my stuff going through? Y'all, they is blocking everything for me. Like every good thing that was coming my way, and this has been confirmed by the readings, so I'm not like making this up. Like I've been listening to this in the readings. I had no idea who they were talking about. She is the mother of the tribe. Like she knows exactly what she's doing. She's the mother of the tribe. This woman literally cursed me, literally been hiding in my energy, literally been doing black magic, freezer magic, death rituals, all kinds of stuff to me. I don't know this lady from nowhere, but she has all my personal information, because when you join the tribe, you give them all your personal information. So that's not to say, you know, don't join any tribe or anything like that. But if you are someone who watches Big Judah, yeah, that might not be the group of people for you, because they don't respect the mother. And they don't respect other tribes that they disagree with. And like I said earlier, if you go and you look at find whatever tribe that you're a part of, like pick a tribe, any tribe that has a name, right? That's on this original to this land. If you look at how those tribes were wiped out, there were groups of people from rival tribes that infiltrated the tribes, and when it was time to do business, they would turn on the people that took them in and turn over to the English settlers. That's what these people are. They will turn you over for $2 and a butter biscuit. Because this lady's been doing black magic on me for over a year. I just found out today. Today is the 30th. I just found out this lady has been doing black magic on me for a whole entire year. Because I did not join their tribe, because I failed the Big Judah test. I want y'all to understand something. I failed the Big Judah test. It had nothing to do with my background, quote unquote, that they checked. Nothing like that. I failed the Big Judah test. I want y'all to be perfectly clear about this. I failed the Big Judah test. When they saw that I made a video response to Big Judah, that's the only thing they mentioned. They didn't even mention the tarot. They only mentioned Big Judah. I failed the Big Judah test. And That's enraging for a lot of reasons, but it wasn't meant for me to do. It wasn't meant for me to be a part of those people. And I really have to put this out there, because when y'all thinking about joining these organizations, you better make sure that you have your guardian angel, your saint, your whoever on deck, because if they don't like you for some reason, like people just don't like me for whatever reason, they will do black magic on you. And if they have your personal information, they will literally cloak themselves in your energy, send the energy to you as if it is you. And so when someone is trying to do energy work on you to help you get over whatever this is that has been going on, they can't even do it. Matter of fact, I can think of so many different things that happened over this last year that's like, oh my gosh, like I have my, these little things that I make for the waist beads and all. I had one break. And I was like, well, why would these things keep breaking? Like I had 2 or 3 break, and I was like, Dad, first my waist beads broke. Then my charm started breaking. I was like, why are these things breaking like this? What is going on? It's because somebody was tapped into my sacral energy, and these things heal that. And so no matter, I did a lot of cleanses. Like, y'all know, I did so many cleanses over the last year. These people were still tapped into my energy. It wasn't until I literally got one of the saints to intervene and to pray on my behalf to please remove all of these blockages that this information comes up. And something I forgot to mention, I told them that I found out about the tribe from some people in the nation. They wanted me to rat y'all out. And I said, I'm not a rat. I'm not telling on them. I mean, that's probably why they trapped me with black magic, trying to figure out who amongst them is not in right standing, who doesn't agree 100% with their actual agenda. And I never sold nobody out. I never sold anybody out. I won't do nothing like that. I don't care about, first of all, I don't know those people. Second of all, if y'all still want to be a part of that tribe, that's on you. I'm just telling you, you got to protect your energy. You got to be I can see a lot of stuff now about what's been going on with this stuff, and people are not going to want to accept it. And I'm not going to really get on here and preach a whole lot about it unless the Holy Spirit you're going to need to go and talk some more about this. But I just wanted to put this part into the ley line. Whoever that mother is of that tribe, lady, I got your number, your name and your number. And my saints don't play about me. My ancestors don't play about me. So consciously deciding to attack a child, which I'm a young person, a literal child, because I failed the big Judah test, and then I would not sell out my friends and my internet friends to you so that you could crucify them. I've been suffering so much. Because these people think it's okay to get into my energy because they don't like my message. And that's really unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. And I really feel for the members of this tribe. I know that they don't know that these people do this kind of stuff. I really feel for, this woman and her children, her bloodline. They have a really, really huge debt to pay, because not only did you traumatize me, you traumatized my children for a whole year, because I did not want to join your tribe, or I could not join your tribe because I would have shined too much light on whatever wickedness y'all got going on. Because I have my own spiritual beliefs, my own spiritual path that I have to take. And because it doesn't 100% match up with the spiritual path you intend me to take, you could not be my handler. You realize immediately I cannot be handled. And because I could not be handled, I could not be a member of your tribe. Okay? Lord have mercy on your souls, because I'm not responsible for what my ancestors and what my saints do at all whatsoever. I am not responsible. What I am responsible for is to get on this internet, tell my followers the truth about what has happened to me, what I have had. And if you just want a synopsis of what I've had to endure since my interaction with these people, well, first, my car got repossessed. I couldn't, first of all, back that train up. I had no money for food. I couldn't pay bills. My car got repossessed. After that, I got evicted out of my house. And I moved into this house I'm in now, which is literally infested. And I don't have a refrigerator. And my car is always messed up. Something is going wrong with it. Something this, something that. Because it's an old car. My friends that I do have, and my actual real friends who have sacrificed money, lots and lots of money, so that I can make it through this time. My parents have had to sacrifice a lot. My children have had to give up a lot. It's a heavy, heavy debt that has to be paid for this. Because I failed the Big Judah test. And I understand that nobody would tell y'all the truth. People would just go away quietly. And I just didn't think it was a thing, because I didn't know people did stuff like this. Honestly. I would never do this to somebody. If I disagree with you, I can disagree with you and walk away. And I'm not wishing ill will on you. I just disagree. But to have someone disagree with somebody, you guys do death rituals on me and my family, my whole family, my children, my old man. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. We never deserved this from people who look like me. Not from people who look like the natives, not from Esau, Edom, Lot's sons, nobody. These are people who look like me, who wanted to rank up by taking out a high priestess. Well, I hate to tell you, but it didn't work. And somebody got to pay. Somebody has to pay for this. Blocking my blessings. Tied into my sacral energy. There's a price that has to be paid. Lord have mercy. That's all I can say. See y'all in the next video.